Hi, I'm Jeffrey Friedman, and this is the very first episode of Road to Cinema Tech. Today we're going to be comparing two different audio recorders, the Tascam DR40 and the Zoom audio recorder, the H4n handy recorder. I'm going to tell you my thoughts on both of these audio recorders and ultimately which one I think is the best purchase. Now the Zoom H4n handy recorder, can simply turn it on over here. And it has a very easy audio display. Now you press mic and that activates once they're on standby. And to use the XLR inputs, you simply just press 1 or 2 down here and they're going. So you can easily switch from the mic to the XLR inputs without having to dig through the menu. Now on the Tascam DR40, now you can either use the attached speakers in the top you can use, or you can use the XLR inputs right here. There are lines over here on the DR40 where you can turn on the mics. So the Tascam DR40 was the very first audio recorder that I learned to use. It seems pretty simple and it also appeared to be pretty durable, but as you'll see over time the device didn't live up to the quality that I thought it would. On the side here we have our SD card reader. Unfortunately on this device, the way the SD card reader is situated, it's not very easy to open and close. As you see, there's this rubber gauge right here. This rubber opening, push into close. Seems pretty easy, but then when you want to open it, you have to pick it with your nail. It's very difficult and this wears away over time. Now the Zoom H4n handy recorder, which I find to be much easier to use and much more durable, as well as I think better made overall. If you look on here compared to the Tascam DR40, the SD card is protected by a plastic gate. Now this is much easier to open. You still have to use your nail, but it smoothly pops and you can close it easily. And it's attached in here and it is not worn away like it has on the Tascam DR40. Now another downside to the Tascam DR40 is that about a couple years into owning it, maybe even only a year and a half into owning it, the headphone jack completely broke. I was in the middle of filming and suddenly I couldn't hear anything from the headphone jack. The sound was showing up on the screen, you could see the levels, but the headphone jack wasn't working. And I originally thought that it was my headphones. So I started rotating different pairs of headphones that I had around and it still wasn't working. So having a device for a year and a half and the headphone jack going out on you is not something worth the money. Now another downside to this one is that it takes 3 AA batteries. The Zoom H4n handy recorder only takes 2 AA batteries. Now with these audio recorders, the batteries wear away at the device quickly. So if you're on a shoot, I would always suggest carrying a big package of AA batteries and constantly putting them in, taking them out, because you don't want to be filming something and suddenly your battery power wears away. Now another problem I've seen with the Tascam DR40 is that with taking in 3 AA batteries, the device simply doesn't last a very long time. I've been on shoots where 3 AA batteries has only lasted me about 2.5, 3 hours, which is a pretty short amount of time for that many batteries. Thanks for watching our very first episode of Road to Cinema Tech. And as we mentioned earlier, it's the Zoom H4n handy recorder. That's the best purchase out there for audio recorders on the market. Subscribe to our Road to Cinema YouTube channel to catch more interviews with Don Cheadle, Ewan McGregor, Greta Gerwig, and many more, as well as our continuing series of Road to Cinema Tech.